All right, Pisces, here we go. Two fish, as I like to call you. You're one of my favorite groups of people. I like Pisces. I like you guys. I even have a Pisces pet, as you all know. Lem the parrot, he a Pisces. That said, when we last left off, you know, I always say the Leo soap opera, right? I always tell you guys you're tied to the Leo angle of this. You don't have to know a Leo, or your person doesn't need to be one. It's just energy. I always call it the Leo soap opera. I think you got a little soap opera too. The Pisces soap opera, right? Well, let's see if we can cast a line in the water here. Because when we last left off 2 weeks ago, as I recall, your person had a tower in the soul, and I talked about that, right? I talked about expect to see them coming. Well, I would. I can't predict when. But this is a very interesting pre-shuffle I've got right here. And we're going to do a very interesting reading. All right, let's see where we go here. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus, a.k.a. Two Fish. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if you're here, you're supposed to be. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. You're all moving on at different speeds on your timeline. Okay, let's talk about the pre-shuffle. When last we left off, tower in the soul your person had. It stirs up a lot of dust when that happens, right? It's a good way to phrase it, I suppose. Well, in my pre-shuffle, I've got some dust settling here. I've got the Six of Pentacles crossed by the Three of Wands. It's sort of a what now moment, right? I think a lot of this is internal. I'll tell you why. It's somebody here starting over, right? Wanting to work with themselves in a big way to then work with others, right? If we're in conflict with ourselves, we can't work with other people. Those are people that are very difficult to work with. Right? If you got someone at work and they're very hard to work with, they're a real pain in the ass, that's them, not you. It's all within them. It's an internal struggle. I say it's internal because I got the moon here. It's a dust settling. What do I do now? Okay? Someone actually working with themselves, actually feeling things. And it's funny because I don't have it here. But when I randomly looked at the bottom of the deck I'm going to use to clarify, it just caught my eye when I put it down. It's the High Priestess, right? That's a lot of soul energy there. There's a lot this person is looking at here. And right here I got the Knight of Pentacles and I got the Hermit. The Knight of Pentacles, very, very reliable energy. There's somebody here who is definitely coming towards you. There's no doubt about that. What the universe is saying here with the Eight of Cups crossing the Hermit is when their soul finishes, when the dust finishes settling, someone has no choice but to walk away from 8 broken cups and come toward their 9 cups, their wish fulfilled, and give to something that they didn't want to give to. But boy, they always wanted to. They always had an eye on you. It is a minor arcana. It is up to their free will. And of course, I can't predict that. But I do know from that pre-shuffle that you're pretty goddamn important to this person. You're very special. I always tell you that, as far as they're concerned. You know. Let's see where we go here. All right, let's shuffle the deck. And it was encouraging in the weekly reading to see I call it your sister sign, the one that you're tied to in this cycle, Leo. Leo's person not having any more of the toxin around. That was nice to see, you know. And that came up in this week's reading. So, on the weekly. Let's shuffle the deck here. Let's see where we go for Two Fish. Let's see what the results of that tower in the soul from last time, from 2 weeks ago, was. Let's see. Shuffle the deck here. Come on now. Let's see where we go. All right, this first card out is Before the Cut. It's Why the Fuck Are We Here? Transformation, the Magician. It is lead into gold. It is an alchemy energy. It is someone who... We do that when it's inside, right? We have that tower in the soul. We start to see some things, start to see reality. When the dust settles, you know, there's that moment of, you know, now I got to do something, right? Now I got to do... The magician is the apprentice. This is all brand new for this person. You know, a lot of these... Because the thing is, they may have told you, and I know this is true in the Pisces angle in particular, they may have told you, I'm going to stick with what I got, we can't be together, all kinds of bullshit like that in some form or another. But the moment they do that, they suffer a real crisis of faith a little bit, a bit of a serious energy of disappointment. And that can make you think, right? Let's see where we go here. I don't know if they're talking to anybody about it. They might be. But look at that. After the cut. Coming back, the card we started with. The whole pre-shuffle's probably there. Coming back. The Six of Pentacles. So again, it's somebody who feels like they don't have any choice. But the pre-shuffle told me that they really don't. I mean, they have their free will. But energetically speaking, they really don't have any choice but to give, but to come in and at least try something here. And a lot of them are going to have to eat some crow to do it. I know that, you know, because they may have told you that, you know, well, we're done. I have to stay with what I got or whatever. It's nonsense. It really is. All right, let's shuffle the deck. Let's see where we go. Let's get ourselves a reading here. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Pisces, universe. Show me what I got here. What am I working with? All right, let's see. Come on, you really want me to shuffle, don't you? What the hell? Universe is going to make it tricky. It's not going to give us any obvious things. And why? Because it's not obvious within your person. I'm pulling on their energy. I'm pulling on the incoming energy. And we saw the moon in the pre-shuffle, right? The moon is again, a crisis of faith. It's tricky. The moon only lights up certain things. It's up to us to go on the journey to, you know, find ourselves a flashlight and light it up a little more. Even on a well-lit, moonlit night, you still need a flashlight to get around most of the time, especially if you're in the woods. And that's where your person is right now. They're in the woods. Tower already went off. We saw it 2 weeks ago. The dust is settling. Here's the King of Pentacles. That's stability. Now, I don't know. This is the overall energy of the reading. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Yeah. See? I was going to say, I don't know if this is what represents stability on their side or if this is them stabling out. It's on their side, the Ten of Wands. It backs up what I told you about the pre-shuffle. Yeah, they may have their free will, but when the dust settles on that tower, they had the soul. And with Lionsgate doing its job, and Venus and Leo doing its job, and Mercury and Virgo doing its job, blah, 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 the North Node, blah, blah. All of that creates a huge pressure here. They may have their free will, but they're not going to be able to stay where they got. It's 8 broken cups. It's time to go. Okay? And because it's dependent upon that hermit, that inner wisdom, the soul waking up. Hermits, the old soul, if you will, doesn't sit in toxin. Doesn't sit in something that's 8 broken cups. It makes a wise decision to move toward 9 whole ones. 9 cups that aren't broken. All right? Let's see where we go here. Our reading's on the flip. So, this is going to be a very interesting reading. I can dig that. What a way to start my day. 8 a.m. here. Okay, here we go. Here's the energy around your connection. Here's the energy of the 3D around your person, how they're behaving or what they're thinking and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Here is, let me move this out of the way. Here's the soul. Here's the hidden energy, message from the universe. I'll tell you what the fickle old gal says. It's red with the energy of the connection, and right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. All right, I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top. I don't know if I'm going to extend this one or not. We don't know yet. If I do, I have to go in the other room and get my power cord because I'm running on battery right now. But if I do have to extend it, I will. All right, let's see where we go. This is some pretty important shit. This is after the tower, after the storm. Storm's already happened in the soul for this person. That's clear from this reading so far. What's the energy around the connection? First card out after King of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. Wow, they're coming. I mean, I shouldn't say that because that's, you know, that's sugarcoating and shit. But, I mean, that's the message. That's what it is. There's a reunion coming. It is dependent upon the things that I've told you. Okay? So pay attention. Don't get overly optimistic. Don't turn into Oakley Dokley, everything is great, and put on rose-colored glasses. But they're coming. There's a reunion coming here. The energies, this doesn't represent a third energy in this position. It's not, there's a third party involved or something like that. 3 is a very important number in the universe. It's the flow of emotion, the flow of water. That's why this card's always depicted as some kind of celebration of some kind, right? It's the flow of water, the flow of emotion. This is telling me that this connection, within your connection, the connections are being made. In other words, the device that is your connection can work. Okay? So that's nice. We'll have to see what happens when we clarify. It is minor arcana because it's dependent upon everything I've already told you. That hermit waking up, them realizing that they have to walk away from 8 broken cups, etc., etc. If they don't, and there's this 10 of Wands is on your side. This burden here is on your side. That means they're leaning more toward, or would lean more toward, walking away from the 8 broken cups to come towards something that might be really good, which is this connection, according to the cards. All right, 3D energy. How they behaving in the 3D? 10 of Cups. Man, when this person's thinking, right? There's a lot of I don't usually get this, and I don't usually get it in this position. I mean, I get it sometimes about the card, but not in this position. This person's doing, how are they behaving in the 3D? This person's doing a lot of daydreaming. Daydreaming about this right here. It's tied to this. My whole top row is tied together. It's like a 3-card reading. These two are read together, and this is the center-based energy, if we want to look at it that way instead of the positions I give you. That said, there's a whole lot of, somebody wants to be happy here. And the implication is they're not. What's going on with the soul? This is bookending the 3 of Cups. This will be telling. You see, last time we had a Tower in the soul, right? Now we have 6 of Wands. Notice though, this whole top row is minor arcana. Notice that the Tower is major arcana. That shit was happening. All right, and I've explained. Now after the Tower, the dust is settling. This person here, when they think about you, it is this. That's the picture. I mean, it is a celebration. When they think about you, you make them very happy. It's an easy way to read that energy. But this tells me specifically, this is victory after a long battle. It's telling me, it's verifying that the dust is settling on that Tower we got 2 weeks ago. All of my readings tie together. I'm here studying a cycle. So when you study something, you kind of Sherlock Holmes with it. You piece the pieces together from a neutral perspective, and so that you're not biased one way or another. This is very clear here. Okay, we're going to learn a lot when we clarify. I may need to go get that power cord for an extended. I'm not sure yet. Damn it. I hate unhooking that thing. I should just buy a second one. Keep it. Anyway. What's the universe want to tell us? It's red with the 3 cups. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, it can go either way. This person is juggling 2 things. One, their stability, and the other is how happy you make them. But their stability doesn't make them happy. Net, it creates a burden. That's what the universe is saying here. This wishy-washy here, they're going to put them right back in a Tower if they're not careful in this energy. A lot of North Node energy in play, with blending with Lionsgate, trying to correct their soul's true purpose, get them back on course. There's a whole lot of that going on. And the North Node in Taurus right now is not tolerating wishy-washy. It's putting people in emotional towers when that happens. Okay. We're going to learn a lot when we clarify. What's the potential final outcome here? Red with 10 cups. This is a whole lot of fairyland and dreaming. That's all that's around this energy is dreaminess. Chariot. They want to move it into reality. There it is. They're coming. This card should back up this. It's red with this, but it should back up this. Okay? And it does. This Chariot. It's Cancer energy. It's somebody in their fields, right? Somebody who might be coming to you who's following their intuition. It could be that. It's a card of victory, just like this is. Okay? There's a lot of determination behind it, though, to bring fantasy into reality. All right? To make this happen because you make them happy. They're connecting the dots. This I'm interested in because they're worried about something. It has to do with their stability, but I think this 10 of Wands works in your favor. Okay? Let's clarify this thing. Let's see where we go. Now, I'm going to clarify with a very powerful deck. With the Rider-Waite here, I don't usually use these two together because sometimes they don't get along. They fight. But I think in this case, it'll be good. It's the little animal deck, the little mini one. Let's see where we go here. Why is the 3 of Cups here? Tell me about the 3 of Cups. And you 2 decks get along, okay? Let's not have this. It's too early. It's 8:07 in the morning. Don't fight. No fighting. It's like card decks are like children. I swear to God. Put that down. All right, here we go. 3 of Cups. Why is it here? Come on, give me something good to tell 2 fish. All right, don't make me disappoint 2 fish. Well, I got something good for you. It's the Death card. Yeah. There's huge transformation here. We already saw the Magician. The Magician is why we're here. It's a card of transformation. All I got off of it was alchemy. Lead into gold. Someone who's been doing nothing about to be doing something. Because the 6 of Pentacles came after it. So lead would be dead. Nothing's happening. Right? And then the 6 of Pentacles would be now they're going to give to it. And they feel like they can. And this energy backs that up. The Death card here, very powerful card. Major Arcana. The universe itself is trying to help this person. I think that's why that 10 of Wands is there that I keep showing you. What's on top? 2 of Wands. The energy is causing a strong urge for someone to let something go, let that stability go. Again, backing up the Ten of Wands that's crossing the King of Pentacles, that's all, and come towards you. They want this happiness. They want, and I see it. I see the determination here to bring fantasy into reality. It's all just backing itself up all the way around. Why is the Two of Wands here? Seven Swords. A lot of deception even within their dreams about this connection, when they daydream, let's say when they daydream about you or think about you, you can phrase it that way if you want. There's a lot of deception with this person. That's what's slowing things down. That's why we've gone backwards, because we started with 3 wands in the pre-shuffle, and now we got 2 wands here. We keep going backwards a little bit. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, because this person here, it's easier for them to stay with what they've got. That's the case with everybody's person in this. And this person here does do a lot of bullshit about it. But I think the Two of Wands is here because I have a death energy around all of this. This is coming to an end, and I think that's why they finally do put something down. Again, holding on to what they've got after that Tower in the Soul is going to be very difficult. That's why we have 10 wands crossing what they've got, what represents their stability. Okay? 10 cups. Let's talk about it. Let's dig into their dreams. All right? Let's go. Let's see here. Tell me about the 10 cups. When they close their eyes and they dream about my 2 fish people, what do they dream about? Would be surprised if I got butt cheeks upright. Let's see here. 10 of Cups. Why is it here? Why is the 10 of Cups here? Tell me about the 10 of Cups, universe. Tell me. What did I say? I don't know if I said it out loud or not. Did I say I wouldn't be surprised if I got to 2 butt cheeks upright? Right? Did I fucking say that? You heard that, right? Okay. There it is. It's 2 butt cheeks upright. It's the fucking 2 of Cups. I fucking knew it. I knew it. They're dreaming about your ass. We could draw. I should come in. My niece is a good artist. I should have her come in with a little pencil and draw little fish on each one of these, because that's, you know, what you've got on each butt cheek, and there you go. 2 cups. This person feels this connection on a very high level. It's hard for these runners to learn the value of cups over pentacles. Okay? I'll just phrase it like that. It's a way to paraphrase it. It's very hard for them. It's very difficult. And again, that's why that moon is there in the pre-shuffle, or was there. Listen, these are nice dreams. These are like wet dreams about you. What's on top here? They dream about, I mean, I'll take it literally. They dream about coming together with you. This is 2 soulmates coming together. It's a contract card. I think they are putting this bullshit down. I know that from the energies that are here with the death card crossing it. Right? So and I know they have determination to bring fantasy into reality. It's quite a fantasy. Okay, whether you realize it or not. They're not even, if your person's married, they're not even attracted to that person anymore. Even if that person's gorgeous, drop dead handsome or gorgeous or whatever, they're not, it doesn't really do it for them. Okay? Probably because there's too much water under the bridge. And it's, you know, every time they think about the person, they get bad taste in their mouth or something along those lines. What's on top here? 10 wands, it's a real. See, that's the deception. I said it. I said earlier, rewind, I did. I said even in their dreams, when they think about you, or daydream about you, they lie to themselves, and this is where the dream goes wrong, because it gets to be hard. They get hard. How about that? It gets to be hard for them. This is 10 wands. It's heavy energy, right? They start thinking and thinking. Again, this backs up my read, because these two are read together, of the determination to take fantasy into reality, because fantasy is not enough anymore. They've already had a Tower in the Soul. Now the dust is settling. It's time to bring it into reality. There's just too much minor arcana here for my liking. The final outcome is a major arcana. That's nice. But I wish one of these was a major arcana. I know I had death here. I know. But why is the 10 of wands? That's just the affecting energy. Why is the 10 of wands here? 9 wands. See, they go backwards. So when they dream about you, yep, they love them butt cheeks. They do, and they feel this connection. They dream about the two of you coming together. It's celebrating. It backs up everything I've told you so far, even in the soul. As far down in the soul, this is how they feel about you. Victory, victory, victory. You open their heart chakra and everything with the green wreath there. Yeah, it's beautiful. But then it gets heavy, and then they put up a wall to it. They try to shut it down. And that's where the deception comes in. But we have death crossing this. This is ending because we had the tower in the soul. Now we got victory over that tower. The dust is settling, and somebody here cannot sit in what they had before. It's too much of a burden there. And unfortunately, it's easy to shut down a dream. You just stop dreaming, right? And you go about your day. But it's not so easy to shut down unhappiness in the 3D, in your reality, okay? Why is the Six of Wands here in the soul? Well, I wouldn't surprise me if we saw a tower here. I can't make that prediction, but I will shit myself if a tower comes out here, because that will definitely verify that we've got victory over the tower. But that would be a little too literal, and the fickle old gal's being fickle today. We'll see. Why is the Six of Wands here? This is better than a tower. This is, wow, did we get victory over a tower? Judgment crossing that. Holy shit. And these are bookending. So the two cards that are bookending here, the two positions, each have a major arcana in their affecting energy. That's wicked. Wicked, right? It's right there. All of a sudden I become someone from Boston real quick. It's wicked cool. Okay. The Judgment card. My God. Yeah, they want to... after they've had that tower in the soul, we talked about this in your last reading, after they have that tower in the soul, and we talked about this in the pre-shuffle, they want to start over. They want something new. This person in the soul is a phoenix rising from the ashes. But this is, it's like a rebirth in a lot of ways, much like what the Death card told us over here about your connection. What's on top? Why is the Six of Wands here? The Fool, major arcana, major arcana, major arcana. Major crossing there. The Fool. Yeah, it's what did I just say? I read the energy first, then I pull the cards. Because it has more impact on you if I do it that way. Right? You know, it's not just me making up story. I'm not making up any stories here. This is what's happening. This is the energy. It's starting over. Right? I got John Lennon's Just Like Starting Over ringing in my head right now. Sadly, the last song he ever released. But aside from that, for some lunatic shot him, but aside from that, it's, you know, just like starting over. It really is. Why is the Fool here? Another major arcana. In the soul, I've got affecting energies of all major arcanas on top of the Six of Wands. The only thing that prevents this Six of Wands from being a major victory, which would have been the Chariot here, okay? Would have been the Chariot here, a major arcana card, is this Seven of Swords. And I think this Seven of Swords is becoming a real burden for them. And the universe is working hard to change that. He's holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups in this deck that I just showed you. Remember the butt cheeks upright that were crossing there? He's holding one of the roses from it. This person wants to start over, and they definitely feel this soulmate connection. They want, again, this is backing up. Everything is backing up everything. This is backing up wanting to bring fantasy into reality. Because that fantasy is becoming a burden. It's hard because they really get into it. I felt that around the Two of Cups. You know, it's a little early for me to get too dirty around here. But there's a lot of spank bank going on. I can tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. There was a lot of energy around that Two of Cups, let me tell you. All right. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? And that's hard to keep, especially if you in the 3D if you're not happy. You know, stability. If you live, what all of these DMs, all of these runners, whether they're DM or not, are learning, is that life by the cup. You get the cups, you get everything. And we're taught wrong. Our society teaches wrong. It teaches you go ahead, you go to school, you get the good job, you get the good income, and then you'll get a good person. It doesn't work that way. No, you won't. You'll probably get a gold digger. Right? You'll probably get somebody that's just with you because you got that good job and you got the whatever. What you really want to do is find somebody and get love in your soul and get some empathy, and that energy will come out of you and you'll have more success. You'll have more success at the school and getting the fancy job and all of that, and then you already have the love. You get the cups first. All right? Finding the cups after the pentacles always works out wrong. It's always wrong. It's reverse energy. It's reverse polarity, and it doesn't flow. That's not the way energy flows. It's going against the flow. Look, you don't believe me? Divorce rates are high. Listen, and come out to LA sometime. You'll see a whole bunch of people living life by the pentacle. Let me tell you. Yeah. Yeah, that 25-year-old model loves that. Is totally hot for that 80-year-old man. Boy, yeah, for sure. Or even worse, the bald fuck with the Corvette. Yeah, sure. Okay, right on. Why's the Two of Pentacles here? Yeah. Oh, Jesus. But I'm not saying your person did that, but I am just giving you an example of the proper flow of energy, and that's what they're figuring out. So that's why we have so many burdens here. And that's why there's a big burden coming toward you. Let's see what the universe has to say, because it gave us this wishy-washy card here. Why is the two of Pentacles here? Why? Yeah. The Ace of Wands is the affecting energy around it. It's telling me that many times in their mind they come to this. This is what they want. You two have come together more times than you realize. This Ace of Wands is like a match that keeps going out in the wind, right? You keep trying to light the barbecue, but it's windy, and you light the match, it flares up, and then it goes out. You grab the box is running out of matches. Okay, it was like a 250 count box, and it's almost empty right now. That's what's happening here. It's time for this person. That's why they had that tower in the soul, because it just keeps flaring out. They've actually come very close. That's especially important if you haven't heard from your person. If they've been eerily silent, they've been right behind you. You have no idea what's on top. This is from the universe. This is separate from our reading, although it is read with these energies of the connection. 9 Pentacles. Somebody's got a choice to make. I said they're juggling two things. I did. Somebody needs to break free. 9 Pentacles is liberation, breaking free from something. On one side, look where it fell. On one side, they need to break free from something, and that's backed up by even a color match within the card itself of the Two of Wands, which is read within my reading. Right? They got to get real about letting go of something. They have to. They can't take this. There's pressure to leave this, and there's pressure every time they dream about you. And they have to put up a wall to it, but this wall is flimsy. It's the 9 of Wands. It's coming to an end. 9s are the end in tarot. They can't keep putting this wall up. It's not going to work anymore. There's nothing left to it. It's paper. Why is the 9 of Pentacles here? Look what the universe just did. We're talking to the universe here. It's separate from the reading. We're talking to the universe here. It's got two, I said they're juggling two things. One, they need to break free of if they want to be happy. One, they need to break free of. The other one makes them happy. The universe is being literal this morning. It's unreal. I asked for butt cheeks here. I got butt cheeks. I asked why the Two of Pentacles is here. I actually get an answer to each pentacle. Okay? And what's funny is this. Okay? This card, this sun, is read with the 7 of Swords. My deception card. And that fox got one eye open. Look at him. Look at him. They're looking. They never take their eyes off of you because you make them happy. You're very special. Of course you are. Turn around and look at your ass. Of course you're very special. For God's sake. But this is what they do. Again, I explained it with the dreaming here. Right? They shut it down for various reasons for all of you. I don't know. Mostly just as a general, as the whole of the energy would say, it's tough to leave that security of what we've known. It's very difficult. It's very hard. Think of it this way if you want to put yourself in this person's energy. Imagine you had a steady job for 20 years. You worked at the same place for 20 years. Since you got out of high school, and now you're, 38 years old, you're still working there. You've been there for 20 years. It's a steady job, but you fucking hate it. You've grown bored with it. It's terrible. And then along comes somebody with an offer. Steve walks up with a soulmate offer. Soulmate Inc. And Steve says, you can come work for me. Maybe you're making $70,000 a year, $90,000 a year at this job you've had for 20 years. It's nice and stable. Steve from Soulmate Inc. comes in, offers you $225 a year plus bonus. Come on over, right? Just come on over. You'll love it. It's a great place to work. It's happy. It seems nice. You drive by. It's a beautiful building. The people seem happy, right? They seem all nice. But it's tough to leave that security of that. Because there's always a problem, because what if that doesn't work out? Then my job I had for 20 years is gone, and I've been able to pay my bills. It's fine, and you know, you can do this. Yeah. This is an energy of someone that's just getting by. Just doing what they need to do, and yeah, you can pay your bills and whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's boring, okay? It's boring ass stability. For everything nice everyone says about this King of Pentacles, he's fucking boring, all right? I don't like the King of Wands, but he's fun, all right? The King of Wands is a player, Burger King, whatever we want to call it, but they're fun at the very least. And on just talking about kings in the deck of cards, not talking about your person's energy. This represents a lot of boredom that's creating a lot of pressure. It's crossed by the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is also here in how they daydream about you. Look, they're going to take a chance. There's a determination. Something happens between here and here where the decision is made to break free of something, let go of one wand, go toward another, same thing, says the same thing, and go toward this happiness. Choose the happiness, choose the new job. Hey, Steve's offering $225 plus bonus. I got to at least take that chance. I mean, you know, you would take that chance. Why? Because you're only making, what did I say, 70 over here, 70 or 90? Even at the 225, you only work there for 6 months. You can, you know, you've already made more than what you were going to make at the other fucking place in a whole fucking year. So you might as well take a shot at it. And that's kind of the attitude I get here with your person. I might as well take a shot at it, putting down their bullshit. But there is determination here, because there have been some profound changes in their soul. This is a Fool on a new level. How do I know that? Judgment was crossing here. That means we got to the World, and that means this Fool by default is on a new level. When we don't pass Judgment, when we fuck up, we reset back to the Fool on the same level we've already been on, repeating old mistakes until we learn them. This Fool is on a new level. This is somebody who's new, who's letting go of fear, who's taking some chances, right? One of the best things you'll ever do in life, and the energy is ripe for it right now here in the new soul, here in the new core energy cycle, and with everything that's happening. One of the best things you'll ever do is just go with the wind. Let the wind take you where you're going to take you. Go with the flow of the energy. Don't go against it. This person obviously goes against it. Even in their own dreams about you, they go against it. I got 10 wands here. In their own life, and then there's 10 wands they're going against. This is not wise. It is not a wise choice to stay with something just because you've been there a long time. If you're miserable, you're miserable. Right? The option is to go and get happy or to waste more time. All we have is time. Money is shit. You can replace money. You know, whatever. It's no big deal. Time is all we have. We're here for a very short time. We can't waste it. Somebody's realizing that. I don't talk about anything that's not in the energy. And I'm giving you a little extra here because this is important. This is a very important reading. I wouldn't have pulled it if it wasn't. You know, your person had a tower in the soul in the last reading I did for you. And this is reflecting the aftermath of that. And there's good lessons here for everyone. You know, the Chariot. Tell me about the Chariot. This determination to bring this bullshit into reality, take this wall down, forget about this. This breaks to an Ace of Wands, by the way, which we got here. So the next time they light the match, it might just set the barbecue on fire. It might. Let's see. Since I usually call this an inflamed butthole, it's possible they just set their farts on fire. But either way, the match stays lit. Why is the Chariot here? Tell me about the Chariot. Not what I was expecting, but I'll take it. It's 5 wands. And the affecting energy around it is 5 wands. They're just nervous about it, worried about the fact that they're going to... For a lot of you, this person told you that they did not... You know, you two could not be together, however they phrased it. Okay, now they got to come back. It might cause a fight. It could. And that's come up in recent readings, including a 3 card I did the other day. Your person is showing up in 5 wands. When in reality, the moon was, and everything around that moon in that 3 card reading was what they wanted to say. But what they actually end up coming in as is very conflicted, very nervous. Your person's very nervous to start this new job. They've been with the old one for 20 years. You get used to stuff. They know where the coffee maker is. They know everybody. The security guard says hi to them. Just an analogy, but you catch my drift. What's on top here? Justice. Again, it's red with the Ten of Wands. I said there's determination to bring this fantasy into reality. There is. Justice, this is happiness. This is happiness. This means, justice here means they pick the happiness choice. They get past their bullshit. Justice is also red with the 10 Wands, which does break to a match that stays lit. The Ace of Wands. And lights the grill or the fart on fire. Okay? It's right there. Justice. It's somebody here also, because this is tied to 10 Wands and 10 Wands is crossing this, it's somebody who does away with that old wand they've been holding on to. Somebody liberates themselves from the other option. Could be a divorce, I could say that, but it's just a vocabulary word. As soon as you say divorce, people think it's about marriage. You can divorce yourself from a dog, from a job, from your family, from anything. It's just a vocabulary word. It means separate yourself from. Get the fuck rid of. Okay? Usually legally separate, but still we use it in certain contexts anyway. Why is justice here? Look at that. 10 Pentacles. Yeah. At the end of the day, I mean, there's nothing else I can say. At the end of the day, this person, you're the happiness. You're the sun here. The sun. You're the side they bullshit about. This is the side they need to let go of, right? Get free from. You're the 10 Pentacles. Okay, you're the real 10 Pentacles. Look, you can see the energy. You know, a lot of times, because I feel the energy and then I translate it into words. Let me show it to you. It's right here on the table. The flow of energy. It flows and it flows. It comes around and around. This is the 9 Pentacles. In order to get to the 10 of Pentacles, they need to get free of something and go and make this option. You. Choose the soulmate connection. Right? It says the same thing. They can't get to the 10 of Pentacles without going through the sun, without getting liberated from this other thing. It's right there in the flow, right on the table. This is communication. I back up what I said in your last reading, which I think was your August reading. I would expect to hear from this person. It is up to their free will, but I'd be damn surprised if you didn't. Okay, if they stayed in what they got. If they do, they're going to fall into a very deep depression. That I can tell you. The universe will spank them for not liberating themselves. If they don't liberate themselves from this option, this sun will turn upside down and their life will be this. The sun upside down, which is still a good card, many will say, right? You always hear people say that when they get the sun upside down, it's still a good card. It is. But as with any card, it depends on the context. It's still a good card if the contextual cards and energies around it support that. Yeah, it's not here because it's red with 7 swords. So they're going to live a life of deception and phony happiness, or lesser happiness, we can call it that. All right? So it's up to them. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you here. All right? We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to extend this one yet or not. I'm going to let the universe tell me. Should I extend this one? Should I go in the other room and get a goddamn power cord? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pull some offline readings. Because I'm curious, I'm curious to kind of take a look in their life. In what it is, what this is. What represents the stability for them. And see what the holdup is. It's got to be something more than time. It has to be. We'll see. We'll let the universe decide. And either with this poll that I'm going to do right now, or with some offline polls that I'll do between things. So if you see a link for it extended in the description, you know I found something. You know there's something worth me doing an extended for. Because I'm not here to nickel and dime anybody. All right, but I am curious about this. I'm fascinated by your connection. It's so powerful. It's so nice. I don't get anything bad that this person thinks about you. In fact, they think and daydream good things about you, and they have to shut that down because the way they're living isn't good. So it makes it look worse. So in order to prevent that, they shut it down with this wall. But it's getting harder and harder and harder to do that. It's getting very hard. That 9s are the end and 10s are the end, dead end that lead to a new beginning. So what else you want to tell? Okay. What else you want to tell Pisces? Let's see here. We always pull from the bottom. 6 of Swords. There he is. There's my reason for doing an extended. Oh, and there it is. Oh, fuck it. Look what happened. The devil hit this. Did you see that? Rewind. I put the devil down and it flipped this right on top of it. Oh my God. That's unreal. And the tower. Oh, that's a tower, by the way, crossing this. Oh, shit. Okay. I was just talking. Sometimes when I talk, the universe just, reacts like it's a human being listening to me. Oh, I don't even know where to begin here. The Tower crossing the Nine of Cups. What is that energy? This person needs to get away from toxin. The universe wants me to pull on the toxin that's on their side, that what they need to get away from. In other words, over here, they need to liberate themselves from this in order to be happy. That implies that there's a lot of unhappiness in what they need to liberate themselves from or get free of. And we see it here. There's a Tower on their happiness. The Tower in the soul, the way I'll read this energy is like this, is the easiest way to translate it. The Tower that they had in the soul in your August reading has shown them where the Nine Cups is. That's verified by the Eight of Cups we had from the pre-shuffle, where, they are going, once the dust settles, they do realize it's 8 broken cups. It's time to walk toward the 9 cups. The problem is the energies on their side are slowing them down. The energies on their side have created the illusion that they can't leave in some way. I'm not saying that they literally said that. I'm not saying that your person is literally chained to it. But there's some sort of energy that's generated by what's on their side that slows them, and it slows things down or keeps sucking them back in. Okay? That could play out a number of ways, but we're going to find out. Because I'm blown away that when I put this devil down, it flipped this on top of it. It literally took it from here and like a magnet, sucked it right to it. So whatever's on their side, it's become toxic. Doesn't necessarily mean it's evil or bad or your person's chained up in a closet being hit with wire coat hangers. It doesn't mean that. It just means it's something that's slowing down. Even though in the Tower here, they've learned what the 9 Cups is. The energy kind of, what's underneath this Tower? See, 10 Swords. Look at that. It backs up everything I just told you. The 10 Swords is crossing the Tower. The Tower after the Tower, and I didn't know that 10 Swords was there. The energy feels here after the Tower that happened in the soul. They saw what the 9 Cups is, but something on their side is slowing it down. This is very slow. Moving on toward, and matter of fact, you can almost swim up to this and pull it back to the shore. This boat is so slow. So we're going to see what's chaining your person to this, what's slowing them down, why there's any doubt whatsoever that they might have toward coming towards you. And they don't have to be married. It doesn't matter. It's a third energy. It can be anything. It can be inside them. It can be outside them. It doesn't matter. But we'll see what the energies have to say in an extended, all right? So there should be a link for an extended in the description. If you want it, it's there. I do. This is a very important connection in the whole cycle. You represent the 12th position. You represent in effect the 7th seal, if you will. You're the tie-up. You're the anchor in a tug of war. You're the anchor person, right? So let's see what's going on here. I hope this reading was helpful at the very least. All right. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Now I'm gonna go get a power cord. I guess because I only have, I have 70%. I might be able to get through it. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, that's your reading. Good luck, Pisces.